Hey everyone, I'm at Orlando International Airport and this video is going to be about getting back into the airport to sadly take that long journey home, or maybe short journey home. This video is going to cover arriving at the airport either by taxi, Uber, Magical Express, not the rental car. I'm going to do a separate video on how to get through from rental cars, but I will be doing how to get from rental cars on site to Terminal B and Terminal A. They're both the same. We'll take a trip around the terminals to see what's on offer in terms of food and shopping, and then through security onto the APM and onto the B side. I don't travel on the A side, so I can't really go on the APM. I will be going on the APM from gates 79 to 9 and 100 to 129. And then I'll be looking at the food options and the club options on those gates. Ubers, Lyfts, taxis will all drop you on the departures level when you're returning back to the airport. Just make sure that you tell them exactly where to stop for your particular airline, just to stop you dragging bags the whole length of the terminal. Importantly, make sure you know which terminal you're going to. It looks very much like B. If you're coming back on Disney's Magical Express, you're going to get dropped on the same place that you picked up the Magical Express, same level, but a slightly different area. It's more towards the middle of the terminal in slots 18 through 23. So that's going to give you the advantage that you're already in the middle of the airport. You don't have to trek from one end into the middle. Don't forget that if you have to check in at Terminal A or drop your bags at Terminal A, Disney's Magical Express only goes from Terminal B, so you will have to do a bit of a trek over to Terminal A. Once you've returned your rental car, if you're on the upper level, then likely you've got some big bags, and this is the way to get back down. There's a lift that goes down to the tunnel, and you get back to the terminal through the tunnel. Clearly marked terminal, it's the lowest level.
Terminal.
And there's a nice travelator so that you don't have to lug your bags all along that nice carpet. To get to check-in, you can either take the lifts that are just there straight in front of us, or the escalators. Now, one escalator only goes to ground transportation and rental car counters, whilst the other one goes straight to check-in. The alternative is that you come back the way that you came to rent your car, which is towards the escalator and then down the escalator and then straight across the road into the terminal. Check-in to the right-hand side of the terminal, in Terminal B, are Bahamas Air, Caribbean, Delta, Edelweiss, Gol and Lufthansa. To the left of the terminal are Air Canada, American, British Airways, Flair, Iceland Air, Silver, Spirit, Sun Country, Swoop, Thomas Cook, United, Volaris and WestJet. As you arrive into Terminal A curbside, to the left-hand side is Just Southwest. This is one of their major hubs, so that's all Just Southwest. Usually we have time to kill when we arrive at the airport. We're advised to get here 3 hours early. The lines at security aren't too bad at the moment, but they can build up. Here is a great way to kill some time. It's the food court, which is located centrally between Terminals A and B. So you can see what we have here. We've got Moore's Southwest Grill, which is Mexican food, basically. McDonald's, Panda Express, and then on the other side we have for your return flight. There's a lot more seating now in the concourse areas than there used to be. This is before you get to security. So if you want to just lounge around, put your feet up for a while, have a snooze, this is the place to do it. This is where the shops are, all the stores are in this area. Many and varied. If you've forgotten anything. So this set of shops is actually just opposite the food court. As we go down further, there's more seating and more shops. There are two of these concourses between terminals A and B. So this is just half of what you can see in the shops. At the end here, this is the terminal A side. There is a Disney store which is still open. And then if you don't fancy fast food, there's Romano's Macaroni Grill. This is the security for Terminal A. TSA pre-check here on the left hand side, and the normal lines on the right hand side. You'll see that if you have a premium ticket, then there is a separate line for those people. And here's another couple of lines just for TSA pre and for TSA pre clear. This is for gates 1 to 59. Terminal A serves gates 1 to 59. Just as with Terminal B, there is a secondary entrance for the security checkpoint, which again does appear to be rather less used than the primary one. There's a separate entrance for wheelchairs, which is right here on this right hand side, and the standard TSA on the left hand side. There's no clear or TSA pre on this side. Often overlooked is the fact that just by the security checkpoint for Terminal A is a Chili's. It's a smaller version of what you'd find out on the street with a more limited menu, but still well worthwhile. Directly behind the TSA checkpoint, security checkpoint, is another concourse full of shops, starting off with the Orlando City pub. You can buy merchandise and get food and drink in there. Universal Orlando's got another store this side of the airport with a Dunkin' and a Baskin Robbins coming. So it's summer 2019, so they haven't got very long. And then another load of shops. And this is going to take us back into the central food court. So basically either side of the central food court are shops. And finally a SeaWorld shop. That's actually been in there. And finally a SeaWorld shop. And that takes us back into the central atrium for Terminal B surface of the security checkpoint. As we go towards the security check-in for Terminal B, you'll see that there is a Kennedy Space Center shop and a Universal shop. The Magic of Disney store isn't open as at the beginning of September 2019. You'll see the letter C there, that's for Terminal C, which isn't opening until 2021, so we don't need to worry about that right now. So here's the security checkpoint for Terminal B, that's one of them, and that's for gates 70 to 129. If you have clear and pre-check, you can go to the right hand side. If you've just got pre-check, then that's the line just there, and if you haven't got either, that's what you're faced with right now. So you can see that it does make sense. If you travel even twice a year to Orlando, it does make sense to get at least pre-check. This middle area here is for, and it's another clear section, but if you haven't got pre-check, and it's also for premium passengers. So if you've not got pre-check, but you do have premium, so you're flying business class or a premium cabin, then it normally pays to come down to this area, because the lines are, well, 0 at the moment compared to what we've got over there. And then finally there is another security checkpoint here, and people for some reason tend to not see this. So the line that was over on the other checkpoint is, I don't know, 5-10 times bigger, and there's hardly anybody here. So maybe have a look at both and see which is the better one, which is the shorter lines. They all go to the same place, gate 70 to 129. I've got through security now at Terminal B, and I'm just waiting to get the APM to gates 70 to 99. This is one of 4 APMs. The other one in Terminal B takes you over to gates 100 to 129. Gates 70 to 99 are where all the European flights depart from, and some internal flights as well. This is the APM that takes you to gates 100 to 129. I never travel through Terminal A, so I don't have footage of the 2 APMs that go from gates 1 to 69, but they're identical to the ones I'm going to show you now that go from gate 70 to 120.
Please stand clear of doors and hold on to the handrails. The automated people mover will be departing momentarily for gates 70 through 99. Whether you call Central Florida home or your favorite travel destination, we hope that you will return soon. Have a pleasant flight.
Orlando and Central Florida have so much to offer. There's a good chance you didn't see it do it all. So please come back and visit us again very soon. This is Orlando Mayor Buddy Dyer, and we hope you enjoyed your Orlando experience.
Hold on to the handrails. When the APM stops, please exit for gates 70 through 99.
There are 3 piers between gate 70 and 99. You can see that this is going to be quite similar to the setup in the other concourse, gates 100 to 129, only that there is an extra pier which is straight ahead, 80 to 89. Let's have a look and see what's on offer in the rotunda here. So we have an express bar, Auntie Annie's cookies, a place where you can buy your headphones and things you've forgotten, neck pillows and such, newsagents, and Vino Volo, little wine store. For sit downs, there are two options here. You've got Bahama Breeze and you've got Outback Steakhouse. Just as you get off the APM to enter the rotunda, to the left you've got Starbucks, and you've also got Nathan's hot dogs. Pier 70-79 is all Delta and it's all domestic. Just next to Starbucks is the Delta Sky Club. So if you've got status with Delta, or you're a member of China Southern, Gaulle, Virgin Atlantic or Virgin Australia, or you're travelling first class with any of those airlines or business class with any of those airlines, then you'll be able to access this lounge.
I'm in heaven. They delayed my flight twice. I'm in heaven. I don't care if they delay it 2 more times. So yeah,
As you go towards gates 80 to 89, you've got a duty free there, and you've also got a Burger King and a Tacos Locos and the MCO market. That's this concourse's version of the food court. Gates 80 to 89 is where the European flights usually come into and depart from. Obviously when you come in, you're going to have to go through immigration, so you bypass this area and you go straight into the immigration hall. You're coming back through to go back home. This is where you would come into. British Airways here in gate 80.
Patience and the neatness of these lines too. I really want to say thank you to everybody.
Gate 81 is Virgin.
Virgin Atlantic Flight 76 to Manchester is currently taking the following guests: Sasha McGuire and Michelle Cook. Once again, that is Sasha McGuire and Michelle Cook. Enter the boarding area. Please proceed to podium 81 for a brief message. Again, that is Michelle Cook and Sasha McGuire.
All you've got down here by way of food and drink is Cebu Express, which is very basic. Nuts, crisps, water, soda, and there is a little bar down here as well. So, Gate 83 is Thomas Cook, and Gate 85 is also going to be Thomas Cook. Gate 86 is Lufthansa, And gate 87 is Thomas Cook also. You okay? Gate 84 is Lufthansa. Gates 90 to 99 include British Airways, Aer Lingus, Emirates, Air Canada, WestJet. If you have status with these airlines, they have a business lounge here which is open from 6 o'clock. It doesn't tell you what time it closes, but if you have status or if you're travelling business or first with those airlines, that's the lounge that you'll be able to access. There are only two airlines that go from gates 100 to 129, those being Southwest and Alaska, and they're both domestic.
No, you need to go here first.
We're not going.
There's not much in the way of food offerings in any of the piers, so if you do need to eat, you're best doing that before you get through security. Or there's a little food court in the main area between the concourses that we'll have a look at as well. This concourse 100 to 109 is all Southwest. Just at the entrance of gates 121 through 129 you have a Starbucks there, and a little bit further on there's an Auntie Annie's. And next to gate 123 you have Fresh Market. For a more sit-down offer, you've got Cask and Larder here in the middle as well. There's two areas to Cask and Larder, this area with the table seating, and this area is more of a what they call the public house. I hope this video about how to get back into Orlando International Airport and through security and have some food, look at some shops, has been informative for you. If you've liked the video, please hit like, leave a comment if you wish, we'll get back to you if you've got a question. Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, then you'll be notified of every video that we upload. We upload every Wednesday and Sunday, 10 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock GMT. See you next time.